Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus The Riven Realms. We've made it all the way back to Scrap Heap. We've got our cool new heat crystal, the flame shield crystal, fire shield crystal, sorry. If you want to know how I did that, watch the last like 2 or 3 episodes. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. But good news is we've brought our dude the slaves to train as well diggers, so we should go check out the well digger's house. We have brought them apprentices. Deliver them. The trainees you've brought in are taken in by the well diggers. Upon their initial conversation, it is decided that they will be more than sufficient for training. They are assigned masters and quarters and are welcomed by a savory meal prepared by the order. After what they had to endure where they came from, as well as the hardships of the journey, many of the new apprentices swallow tears of joy. Only time will tell if they prove adequate, Hothia tells you as you watch the trainees wolf down their meals. Motivation seems to be satisfactory, but of course the mountains are a cruel place. Some will perish, others will prevail. Finding their way to success as water finds its way to its destination. And of course some will leave. We're not stopping them. She bows her head as much as she can before going on. For your part in this, we cannot begin to express our gratitude. Without new apprentices, our order was destined to die out, taking many lives with it. You have given more than trainees. You have given this place hope. You might think that it is a thankless endeavor, but rest assured, we shall never forget it. As a small token of our appreciation, I have instructed my colleagues to have some of our water, food, and silver taken to your manzio, along with other supplies we hope you might find useful. May they serve you well in your many ventures. And now, was there anything else you needed? Decide what to do next. Cool. We got a bunch of money. Medical supplies. I don't know what rune fragments are. Are those valuable? Interesting. Did I forget? What was I supposed to do in Avernum? No. Why can't I find... Oh, we gotta go talk to Karendar for sure. Ah, this one. Oh, that's right. So we do have to go up to Varnarud. Douse the rune in lava. I remember now. It's been a minute since I played. Okay, so we have to kind of... I was gonna say call our group. That's not necessarily true. We just need to store our beasts of burden and our mounts. And then we need to pare down the number of people. We don't have any movement, actually. So let's rest first. Yes. Thank you. And we'll take Uthar's crew up there with us. We got a lot to do up in Varnarud, so we have to go talk to the dwarves. We have to go wander around and find it's like 4 or 5 locations. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toppled Watchtower. The Flamescar north of the Flamescar cavern, northeast of the Ember Mines, near the Great Stairs, and prospect the area in the valleys northwest of Doomgarak. I'm hoping it's relatively like easy to see. We'll find out, I guess. And then we have to douse the thing. Does it say where? In the hottest lava flows. It's probably near the Bastion, because that's by like a lake of lava. Could be by the Ember Mine too, I suppose. Oh, cool! They're on the map! Nice! There's a couple nodes that you'd have to explore. But it looks like it's relatively simple compared to just wandering around. Okay, so we need to pare down the group of people. Because I'd like to go up the mountain. How many people? I have 70 people, so I need to ditch 30 people. That's a lot. But we'll do our best here. Interesting. So fewer than 1 mount required or mountaineering. I wonder when that happens. All right, so let's ditch our scouts for now. So that's 6, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fudge. What are we down to? I'd like to have enough slaves to be able to bring 9 days worth of supplies. Although we should swap over to our like litters or whatever. Yeah, hauling litters. Where do you go? You go there. Right here? Aha! Perimeter alarms? Mining equipment doesn't matter. Renown? Maximum resourcefulness? Ooh, I like the idea of hunting and base scouting chance. That does sound nice. And then trapping nets, I suppose? Better chase, yeah. And then, do we have anything for defense? Perimeter alarms, sure. Make it make it a lot harder for people to sneak up on us, I suppose. And then I'll apply those even though they don't really matter. Yeah, you guys don't really have much for equipment, do you? Okay, so what are we at? 42! Fewer than 41. Okay, so we need to ditch 2 more dudes. Boy. Oh, we're up to... okay, hold on. Aha! So we're at the right level now. And we can take even more food with us. How many fighters do I have? I have 10? That seems really low. I could ditch 3 more dudes. Problem is you lose out on the full... I feel like it's better. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll try to get some dudes when we visit the dwarves. All right, sorry for the hemming and the hawing. All right, ascend the mountains. Up we go. And the heat shield, I'm hoping, does a lot for us, right? If we look... Consumption. Yeah, it reduces consumption. We lose max movement. Oh, but it only applies when you're not in mountaineering mode. So honestly, we should always have the fire crystal going, right? I don't think the scrying orb makes any difference, and you don't help at all because we don't have any Yerg with us. Okay, so we could go straight to the Fallen Tower. I kind of think we should. And my thought there is we go to the Fallen Tower, knock out one of the water locations, and then pop over to the Bastion and talk to the order there. And then hopefully we can pick up some more soldiers while we're up here. No bonuses, no penalties. I think we just keep everything the way it is. That's not great. Maybe I should switch out my perimeter alarms for the undying candle or whatever it's called. Oh man, this looks like it's gonna be a brutal fight. All right, boost the barricades, and then cull their ranks, and then let's try to do our best here. All right, Nadir, you shouldn't join this fight because these guys are like resistant to fire. So we'll bring our dwarven friend along. All right, stab the dude in the middle. I think he can light you on fire. The big guys, while scary. Oh, there's a little man back there. While the big guys are scary, I don't think they really only just hit you. Oh, Garrick, you fool. Nice crit. Yeah, they just kind of smack you around, which isn't the worst thing in the world. The things lighting you on fire is more than annoying. Just swap you two back. Let's boost Finderath here. Although it did look like both of these guys might be resistant to lightning. So if that's the case, yeah, they have 85% resistance to lightning. So maybe we force shield. Let's do that. Boost the armor or the defense on these guys. Garrick, reload your gun. Nice dodge. Nice. And the switcheroo is not so bad. Boost the defense. I should have boosted Kreefta is what I should have done, but didn't do that. Good shot. Thank you. Good hit. Yeah, go ahead and hit him with lightning. Yeah, he's too resistant. For future, we will remember not to bring either of our sorcerers. I guess we could bring Javik. Good. All right, maybe the defense was worth it. These guys are chonky, man. There we go. All right, not too much damage incurred. I think Gaelani had like 2 damage. And then I think Gorgoro either healed his damage. Oh, our people getting killed is not great. You're still attacking me? That's terrible. At least we killed the big dudes. Oh man, this sucks. Okay, another call their ranks, please. I haven't had to duke it out with undead creatures in a very long time, so this is it's a bit harrowing. I thought this was an enemy. I was like, what is that door portal to the netherworld back there? Nicely done, Garrick. Well struck, sir. Good stab. Good kill. Let's boost Gorgoro twice, because he can then rush forward. Nice crit. Well done. Don't burn me. Okay. Not terrible. Nice. 6 of them killed. Easily. Ah, man, you guys getting wounded and killed is rough. They're still fighting me. This is the problem when you fight undead, is because undead don't give a crap. They, you know, by virtue of being undead, they just kind of go after you until they all fall to pieces. All right, these guys are the dangerous ones, the charred shamblers. Nice crit. Let's rush down this guy. Oh, is he in the back row? Probably. Nice crit again. He is in the back row. Very rude. What are you doing, guy? He's thinking about it. Oh, you spent all that time and you still missed me. Go ahead and kill this dude. Nicely done, Garrick. Go ahead and boost Gorgoro. Good hit. And then you just brace up, even though you can't really do anything over there. All right, well done, squad. My companion combat flawless. The Comitatus level combat. Where all of our dudes are dead. We have 2 fighters left, you guys. Hopefully we can give them some time. Please heal. Okay, we got the 2 dudes back, thankfully. That's some 5 men killed out of 10. That's horrible news. Yeah, we're not taking any of the valuables with us. Oh, whoops. Toss this out. There. Now it sucks because we don't have the defenses or the dudes necessary to guard our camp. So I'm kind of thinking, rather than going to the Fallen Tower like I wanted to, we're gonna have to zip around. Oh. Unexpected. Pushing through the towering masses of craggy broken rock, the Comitatus struggles forward. All around you, columns of stone loom large, giving rise to a central question. Are these formations stable? This question is soon answered when, at the flanks of your position, massive sections collapse and begin tumbling towards you. Well, let's go ahead and try to dodge. Hard work leads to riches. Decisive action on the part of everyone involved proves most felicitous. The crew sharply evades the falling rocks and narrowly avoids what could have led to their demise. A cursory examination in the aftermath leads to a clear conclusion. The only damage done is to your cargo, and the cargo in consideration is not particularly valuable. It is during this examination, however, that an opportunity presents itself. The fallen rock is of a mixture of types, and among them is an abundance of coal. Some in the Comitatus speculate that were you to have both the tools and the time, there could be cargo of use here. The thing is, we don't really have the space, but we've done, I was gonna say, we don't really have any more movement. Go ahead and linger. Interesting. Let's go ahead and max out our rations. We're gonna have to kind of combat some attrition here. And then we're gonna try, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swap these two because 24 supplies doesn't really matter. So go ahead and move. We're very close to the bastion. Do I force march it? I did so accidentally. Go ahead and keep them well fed. This is probably the closest I've been to like just losing control of my Comitatus in a while. Let's see, 3, 7, 10. We can force march tomorrow. And the nourishment is kind of combating our losses in morale. Yeah, so let's go 150 here. End day. And we can force march into the bastion today. One more. Woo, we made it. Hallelujah. You only have 2 dudes? At least we can get back to normal guarding. Exchange for news. And then, oh, I forgot I could bring you guys stuff. I don't really have the capacity to bring you guys stuff. So maybe that doesn't really matter. Not in demand. I'm not super surprised considering where you guys live. But at least we made it here and we're no longer on red guarding mode. At least we can do base guard. I think base guard still makes your vigor, you struggle with vigor. But I think what we can do after we leave the bastion here is hit the Forum of Trophies on the way to Doom Garak, pick up fighters here, pick up fighters here, and then we'll be in a better shape to go off and explore for water. But before we go there, let's go douse the bronze orb. You consider if this place would be good for an attempt to fill the ruined orb with lava for what you are planning to do at the wound. The circumstances seem to be adequate. Please tell me the game didn't freeze. Thank you. Unbelievably hot and dangerous lava flows are nearby, which is what you need for the ruined orb. With the time and location being right, you need only put the bronze artifact Incarnus gave you to use and douse it in the Ichor of the Earth. Give the word and have the rune-etched orb brought forth. Oh boy. Who is fire resistant? Nadir. There you go. When the rune-etched orb is revealed, the hollow men nearby seem at least jokingly interested in it. Marcus's teeth, where'd you get that thing? Reckon that's some kind of dwarven what's-it I do. Never seen the like, one man comments, and the others express loose agreement. What are you gonna use it for? Another member of the small entourage asks, though his question is vague enough to ignore. Instead, you tell a companion to take and keep it safe until you are close to the lava. You will be the one to do the dowsing. Remember me? A tall hollow man with a crested helm asks, what's my name? You give him a blank stare. The nameless one, and don't you forget it. The others guffaw at his comment and tell you not to get yourself killed. Ignoring them, you begin towards the lava's edge. Soon you and your komis are making your way towards the most perilous lava-logged structures of the bastion, where the heat escalates precipitously. Before long, you are approaching the precipice of the lava. You know the place where you doused the rune-etched orb must be close. You take the orb and attach its chain before pressing on. It's only a little further. As you arrive at the safest possible distance you can reach the lava with the chain bound to the orb, a realization hits. You are still dangerously close. You are the only one present who has a true understanding of how this will work. Incarnus's instructions were specific. The task falls to you and you alone. So dexterous, magic sense. Oh, arcane lore? Scrapper gear? We didn't get any Ashwalker gear. I wonder where we get that. I don't even know if they're, like... I maybe Finderath would have been slightly better than Nadir. Succeed. I imagine if you fail that roll, you literally fall into the lava and die. Which there are a number of game overs in this game that do happen. The process is painstaking. Using the chain adeptly is no simple matter. As the heat ramps up, you struggle against it, beginning to wonder if you can maintain composure. The chain, too, barely seems capable of surviving the exercise. It grows and strains, and for a moment you begin to think you lose it to the lava with the orb to boot. There is, however, a sense within you, a knowledge, an understanding that transcends the moment. Just at the right time, you yank the chain up and the orb follows. The etched runes come to life. You dare not touch it when you reel it all the way in, but even as the glow fades, something seems different. No one present can put their finger on it, but all agree. The bronze-etched orb is ready to be unleashed. You need but speak the incantation when the time is right. You wander back into the bastion's safer confines where the hollow men await. Re-entering the bastion does not take long. The small entourage is waiting for you, and most appear at least mildly curious about the orb and its properties. Still alive, are we? Marcus be praised! The fellow who calls himself the Nameless One quips sarcastically. You glower at him, the point you are making clear. Your survival was, after all, thanks in no part to them. Afterward, they ask you about the rune-etched orb. Most are keen to take a look, yet you tell them it is no toy. You intend to destroy something with it. Such magic is best not tampered with. All right, one man fires back, as if the fact that you were joking is obvious. Their spirited laughter certainly confirms that they were. We'll tell the Praetorian about this, of course. Reckon he'll like the news, he will. You return to the Bastion's confines before making your way back to the Comitatus. All right, last thing we're gonna do this episode, is we're gonna go talk to a Census Scorn. And I want to, because don't we have to go tell, oops, outside the window. Don't we have to go tell somebody about, scavenger gangs know something about Lathra's misdeeds. Oh, see if they know anything. Yeah, we should probably talk to the Praetorian. Yes. Inquire about Lathra, who you knew has made contact with some gangs in Varnarud. The Praetorian cants his head slightly and then fixes you with his masked gaze. I remember him well, he begins. Good sort, sturdy stock and soldierly background. I offered him a position in the Hollow Men, but he declined. He and the entourage had bigger plans in mind. There was a whole host of them, a young impressionable girl, a couple of ironclad warriors from Scrap Heap, and a mage who was obvious that he had hired. The girl was that order in Scrap Heap, the monks who tread around these parts occasionally, seeking water. Kathis was her name, pretty but naive, a real follower. They did some odd jobs for a while before he came to me directly, asking if I could spare a few men for a mission he planned for the Ember Mines. He said he needed guides. He paid in supplies, and I was happy to give him some of our rank and file. It wasn't until they'd been gone for a long while that I grew concerned, worried. You tell him to go on with the story, and he sighs. The Ember Mines is a perilous place, Vagrus. Varnarud's worst make their home there. The Crimson Skull, the Cleansing Conflagration, or Burners as we often call them. Not to mention the Raptors, the most deranged of them all. Lathra never did fully divulge what happened on that excursion. He returned to us alone, saying that his group had been caught off guard and forced to defend themselves. I could see how it weighed on him, the guilt, the regret, the bitterness about not going his way. You ask where all of this happened, and he gestures to his war map and points to a spot above the Ember Mines. The valley in here, he says. If you go there, for both the undead and the gangs roam the area. As far as we know, Lathra was looking for an entrance, a way into the mines. The mage of his may have found it, but whatever else they found, well, it left him in a bad place. I wouldn't like to speculate about what happened, but Lathra told us that he returned to the site of the slaughter and buried everyone. Good deed, that. One old hand Marcus would appreciate. After that, the warrior took off and we didn't see him again. Can't say I blame him. Varnarud can be cruel. A wretched place, especially for those from Scrap Heap. Perhaps if you were to take a look at the site of the burial, you could find out more. You thank the Praetorian and use the war map to help you mark your chart. Now you know where to go. A vendetta between Scorn and Evocatus. Okay. They don't want to talk about that. All right. I think that's a great place to pause the episode. We will come back and I will, I think I'll just move us to Doomgarok off camera and I will pick up some dudes along the way. So it'll be, so we'll be in a bit of a better place. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus The Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!